live in the dungeon. This is the Dream Warrior Review. I'm Kurt Thomas.
I'm Strawn.
I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a neck snap and a broken femur bone. I will kill you endlessly. I love you.
Happy Valentine's Day, lovers. I hope you enjoy this special, extra special episode of the Dream Warrior Review.
I love you. You love me. We're all...
Two coworkers find themselves stranded in an elevator over Valentine's Day weekend.
And we want to get or I don't necessarily want to, but Mick wants to get this one over with because he has a short attention span.
I have never, ever once not admitted that I have a short attention span.
Well, I like to say things that are obvious.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Captain Obvious.
Yeah, hey, Captain Obvious. Mick's got a short attention.
My first comments thing that I wrote down in my notes so I can remember everything that I wanted to say. Pretty damn big elevator. That's all I wrote down.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Yeah, it was huge. Let's see,
Now-
15 minutes in, yep. With the corkscrew.
Yeah.
So anyway, I figured out who the thing like 10 minutes in, and yeah.
Oh, well, really?
But I actually kind of enjoyed this one.
Did you?
In comparison to all the other episodes in this series, Into the Dark, I think this is one of the top three.
To me, this is my dinner with Andre of in the Dark series. You know, it's.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't terrible. That's what I'm trying to say. I found it watchable.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch it again.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I would never watch it again. The two of them were really good.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what kept me in.
Because then you wonder what you're gonna do.
It was claustrophobic.
Right there,
I
it was
like claustrophobic
claustrophobic
things.
And you know, the problem that I have with it is that if I was in a situation like that, one or the other of us would die.
Yeah.
You know, so it wouldn't be a story as much as it would be a discovery, and then somebody would die.
Right?
Right?
One of them did something that pissed the other one off, which is the dumbest thing I'd ever do.
Right.
I would just keep doing what I was doing.
Right. Yeah. There seemed to be a certain amount of entitlement.
Yeah.
To that character. Probably entitlement over common sense.
Yes. Yep. Well, it was all predictable.
Very predictable.
So I was like, oh yeah, that's what he was. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
But no, I actually,
But
the performance I thought overshadowed the not so great. I mean, not so creative story, I guess.
right.
I felt their performance was really good.
I thought that the performances
that's why I enjoyed it.
Yeah, was pretty good. You're right. That saved it, but it was very claustrophobic and
Saved a lot of money on this one.
See, the thing is to me, I did a short anthology series. It was literally three little stories in a movie called Scary Tales, and I don't think it ever got out, but it was like done in the 80s. And one of them was done in an elevator. And it was a story almost exactly like this. I mean, it was very much like this. Only we did it as a half an hour, to which 22 minutes.
Mm-hmm. This could have been shorter.
And this could have been shorter. I thought that this could have been shorter. But I have a lot of stories about.
Did you ever see that one with the devil? Like that was on the elevator with a group of people, and they had to figure out which one was the.
Oh, which one was the devil?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I remember that one.
I don't remember.
Wasn't that one of the zones, or that's Outer Limits, right?
I don't know. I think it was actually a movie. The one I'm thinking of.
Was it?
It was more recent. Maybe it was a remake of a Twilight Zone,
possibly.
or maybe.
Yeah, because I mean, that's
the best line though. Orange can't compete with you.
Orange can't. Yep.
But no. So I actually rate this higher than you do, obviously.
Well, I just,
I mean,
there wasn't anything
Wasn't
in there
really
that
a lot
was,
of special things going on. It was like really low budget. Low budget more than low budget.
there was a point where one guy flops, a new guy comes on and he flops.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and I thought, and what was the first thing you thought? I say, oh, that guy's gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
you know, it happened. But
It happened.
But I like the end. I have to say that I like the end, and I like the fact that they had a good ending. You know,
Well, don't you think this is one of the better Into the Dark episodes that you've seen?
yeah, but this whole series has
It's
not
kind of
impressed me.
been marginal, I think, at best.
It had a very Canadian feel to it.
Kind of like Cube, I guess, a little bit. I not really like Cube. I don't know if that was a bad example, but yeah,
Yeah,
I know what you mean by the
Yeah.
same kind of feeling. That
Yeah, you know,
Canadian.
It's. I'll tell you, because a good, strong piece of hyper-violence would have taken care of the whole situation.
Yeah,
And nothing got hyper-violent until the very end. And I guess, to a certain extent, that
we didn't want to
gives it kind of an arc.
didn't want to get your hands dirty.
Yeah. Who, the director?
Anybody involved?
Anybody involved? Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that. It did lead to the ending very nicely.
Yeah. No, I thought it was actually a nice little arc
Yeah.
for both
So-
characters and the whole movie as a whole. I think
So
went in a nice way.
in the world,
Predictable,
in the
but-
world, in the world of In the Dark,
Yeah, in the world, I'd rate this pretty high. In that world,
in that world. Yeah.
right.
Okay.
I mean, I give it like probably a strong 3.5, I guess. If
Really?
in the world of
See-
Into the Dark, but if I was gonna do it separately, like compare it to other movies,
To the rest of the world.
To the rest of the world.
To the actual world.
I'm probably down to like 2.7, 2.7.
I'll give it a 2.7 for the ending.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously,
yeah.
that's about where I was.
If it
yeah.
ended differently, I agree with you totally with the ending. Yes.
Yeah.
But if it ended differently, I'd probably.
Yeah, I might. Yeah.
If it ended like I thought it was gonna end.
Yeah, right, exactly. You know, yeah. But I wanted to say, so I have shot in an elevator shaft before.
Story time.
Story time with Mick. Story time with Mick.
Story time with Mick.
Story time with Mick.
Story time with Mick. Story time with Mick. Story time with Mick.
And what we did is we found, there's several different types of riggings for elevators, but one of them that's really cool is a side rigged freight elevator, because you can build a set right on top of it that's an elevator, and you can use that shaft, you know,
yeah.
and you have the elevator on it, right? You know, and that way you can have fake ropes and all the rest and all that. And we had a fake elevator sitting in a freight elevator, and we had to put lines down the middle that were our lines that followed the elevator. You know, we'd have to take up a slack. And so we had a cable rig in there. And at one point, somebody walked out of the elevator and the door shut. And we had blanked out 5 floors because it was like the elevator of hell kind of thing.
Yeah.
And we had gotten to the point to where we actually took and put plugs in where all the doors were, so that when you look down, it was just a dark shaft. You know, we put little safety lights down there saying, "Oh, this is where it goes to hell." Ah!
Yeah.
And as it goes down, it just you could see. Here's where there's a door, there's where there's a door, and then all of a sudden just went, The idea was going to hell.
Yeah.
So they did this one shot, and they called lunch, and the actors walked out, and she just, didn't hold the door, and it closed. And when it closed, then the elevator was at the bottom,
Yeah.
couldn't be called because it was the freight, right?
Man.
And literally, it had all closed up. And so we had to get 5 stories above it in order to go down to it.
Right.
And I was like, and I was the only one that knew how exact, because we literally had people up here operating our cable rigging, which was kind of real.
Yeah.
I mean, it was real
Yeah.
steel cable, right?
Yeah.
You know, but we had to let them in and out so that we never piled our fake one on top of the, you know, so it was kind of a safety thing. So we locked ours off.
Yeah.
So it was locked off, and it was up above me by 4 stories. And they said, well, how are we going to get it? We can't get anybody down there, and blah, 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 blah. We're going to have to get ladders and everything. And I said, well, probably like this. And I jumped. I grabbed a sound blanket and I jumped and I wrapped the sound blanket around the cable and I held on. But then I had to let go.
Oh my God.
Then I had to let out enough, you know, let enough pressure out so that I would slide down.
So you can slide down.
And as soon as I did, the blanket, I started down incredibly fast, and the blanket bunched up and just stayed there. So I go zipping down the cable, and finally I'm like, and I'm getting as tight as I can on it, and I landed on the A-frame in front of on that top of the set. It was a set.
Yeah.
You know, but it had this big beam that we had put up there, you know, and painted black, you know. And I hit that beam going really fast, and just, and it just jolts me. And I thought the ultimate was that then the blanket settled back down over me.
Did you have a burn from the cable?
I did. I had this. I'd lost you know, I always wear buttons.
Couple layers of skin. Maybe.
Yeah, some skin, all the buttons to my shirt and most of my shirt, you know, and stuff. But
were the guys up above you still with their mouths open? Like,
yeah, they were. They were like, oh. So then I climbed back down into the fake elevator and opened the doors, and out I came.
oh wow!
It was funny as hell, and of course that's you know part of being a human and a guy is that you can't walk out like that hurt like a son of a bitch.
Mm-mm.
You have
to walk out like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if you did something like that, you have to walk out, you know, like Clint Eastwood, and then walk out and just slight wave to the back and go immediately to the medic.
Yeah. Before you pass out.
Before you pass out. Yes, that's exactly what you do. And then I think the really funny thing about it is then I opened it up. And not 10 minutes later, the sound guy got into the same elevator and wanted to go to the top, and smashed the because he was going to go do some blow, you know, and he took it all the way up and smashed it to pieces.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a tough night. It really was. I got to tell you.
What project was this? Do you remember?
Scary Tales.
Oh, Scary Tales. That's
Scary
right.
Tales. It was called Scary Tales. And you know the thing is there has been a show called Scary Tales, probably done every 5 years since the early '60s. You know, so we were just another one. I don't even know if it ever saw the light of day.
That'd be like a better name for Strays.
Yeah, it would be scary. See what you did there. You know, you took the tails and all that. Yeah, you did that. Yeah, you know, it was really weird because we were filming down in L.A., you know, down in the funky part of L.A., and we had some...
Isn't that the whole thing? Sorry. Yeah.
No, there was a time where it was... L.A. was like New York. You know, when New York was funky, L.A. was funky too.
Yeah.
Only we actually had alleys. But the thing is New York gentrified, and then LA didn't gentrify until probably another 10 years past that. You know, LA didn't gentrify. New York was gentrifying in the early 90s. LA didn't gentrify until like the 2000s or so, and basically just because the Japanese bought everything.
Yeah.
But I just remember shooting downtown at night, and I remember like a whole bank of lights went out at one point, and we go racing around the corner, and there's a couple of crackheads with light ballasts. Literally had disconnected, like 300-pound light ballasts, and we're rolling them down the street. It was like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you? How are you going to sell a ballast in this town? In any town, how would you sell a ballast?
We talked about this a while back, didn't we? About lighting ballasts and how hard they are to find now.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's right. That's.
And there's probably isn't there probably somewhere in a garage somewhere? There's probably a pile of them.
Oh yeah, I people collect. I have a friend who collects projectors of all things. 35 millimeter projectors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Why don't you collect something small?
That's right. Like stamps.
He literally needs this enormous warehouse to do it. Now he's clearing out the warehouse and trying to get museums to take over his camera thing because he's getting up in age.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, come and get my this huge 35 blimped. He's got a couple of like early 35 millimeter, the first 35 millimeter blimped.
Okay.
The blimp is like a room that you put on the end of it.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh yeah. Take a look at the first years of sound. Take a look at the cameras. Basically, they built a room around them.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wow.
So, some of the stuff that he's got is just amazing. It's like, for the close-up, those amazing close-ups, there were devices that they built that are these kind of rings that have slots in them and stuff so that light can be modeled and you can like just get like one particular highlight on an eyebrow, and just amazing stuff. We don't care that much anymore.
No, the silent era.
Yeah,
pretty much. Well,
yeah,
early sound, I guess too.
Early sound. Well, I'm ready for my close up now, Mr.
DeMille. Yeah,
that's what those kind of devices are for.
Some of the Charlie Chaplin movies with the
exactly.
love interest looking.
Yeah, that's right. Looking. Okay, so are we done with this?
Yep. Let's
going down, down, going down, down, going down, down, going down, going down.
Thanks for joining us on the Dream Warrior Review podcast. Don't forget to tell your friends about us, follow us, and, of course, like us. We can be found on Podbean, which is an amazing app, YouTube, Stitcher, Alexa on any pod, iTunes, Google Play. We're on Twitter as well, at DW Review, and, of course, Facebook. You can find us there. You can also email us at dreamwarriorreview@gmail.com.
Why should you care about this?